Howdy everyone. I'm back at it again. It's a beautiful fall day here in North Dakota. It's a little bit chilly out, but honestly it doesn't really feel it. There's no wind, that sun is shining. It's about 35 degrees right now, but it feels like it's about 50 out here, so. We've got the fancy Hobie kayak here today. We're gonna head out and try for some pike. Try to figure out how I'm gonna get in without getting my feet wet. Just like that, I guess. Get my rudder down. And off we go. So I did fish this lake earlier this summer too. It was really the one spot that I've had some decent pike action this year, so I figured I'd come back out here. I'm gonna paddle back up, or pedal I should say, back to that same spot right along the highway up here. So it's a little bit of road noise at this spot, but if the fishing is good, it's worth putting up with the noise. Water's still kind of nasty looking out here. I was wondering if it had cleared up yet. It usually clears up in the fall, but doesn't seem so. That's right though, I've got a spinnerbait tied on. I think that's what I'll toss out here today. That should call those fish in this kind of split pea soup looking water. Hopefully. But I'm gonna pedal up to the road here. We'll toss that spinnerbait around and see if we can hook into some pike out here today. Well, I made it up here. Like I said, we'll have a little bit of road noise to deal with, but I flipped my microphone around today, so hopefully that helps not pick up the road noise quite as much. I usually have it mounted on top of my GoPro, facing outward the same way the camera points, but I turned it around, kind of facing away from the road today, so we'll see how that does. And we'll see if the pike are up here today. I don't think I've ever been skunked at this spot, so I'm fairly confident we'll find something up here. Oh, I just missed a bite there. Oh. Well, that would have been perfect timing. Yeah, I like it though. That's one downside to fishing the spinnerbait is I'm probably about 50% on my hookup ratio. But we'll toss them right back over there. See if we can get that fish to come back for seconds. How deep am I right here? About 3 feet. I'm kind of sitting out off where that point extends out here. I know it gets a little bit deeper. There's a bit of a trough between here and the road. That's usually where I'll find those pike hanging out. I don't know, sometimes they'll be kind of sitting up on top of the hump here or right up along the rocks, which I wouldn't be surprised if we find some up there today with that sun shining. But I had a nice thump on the first, I don't know, 2-3 casts here at this spot. I think we'll find something here today. There's one. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, that's a good pike too. Yeah, it's getting to be that time of year where the bigger pike should start moving up shallow. And that is a nice one to start off the day with. Look at that. Nice healthy pike. He just clobbered that spinnerbait. So I'll give you guys a quick look at what I'm using here. So I've got a 3/8 ounce Terminator spinnerbait. An exact replica of this one is what I've got tied on. And then a Z-Man minnows pearl color for a trailer. Here's what that looks like. And then I'm running a short leader of 50-pound fluoro in front of that, and then 30-pound braid for a main line. I really like running that fluoro leader though, because it gives you just a little section of stiff line out in front of that spinnerbait. Just using straight braid, I'd always get that braid tangled up around those spinner blades or around the hook, like 1 out of 3 casts. Just having that little section of stiff line that kind of keeps its shape out in front of that spinnerbait really seems to help. And then I've got my 6'6" medium heavy power fast action St. Croix Bass X rod and a Daiwa Zillion reel. Well, we better get that spinnerbait back in the water. It's the way that first one hit. I think these fish are hungry out here today. Oh, I just got bit over there. Swing and a miss. He was out kind of right on top where that hump extends out there. That's right. I'm gonna chuck my swim bait or my spinner bait right back over there. There we go. I got him that time. Oh, I thought he got off for a second. Nope, he's still on there. Come here, bud. I think that's a different fish than the first one I caught. I mean, they're all about the same size. I think that one's just a tad bit smaller though. Decent pike. Oh, I missed one there. He came back for it. Oh yeah. Man, pike fishing is just so much fun. They're such aggressive fish. Alright, you stay in there. Yeah, I missed this one once, but he came right back for that spinnerbait. Just bent that thing all up. Nice thick looking pike though. Man, what a pretty fish. There's a fish. Got my anchor dropped here. I might actually pull that up. This one feels like a decent one. Yeah, he's about the same as all the other ones. Oh, where are you going, bud? You get back up here. He wasn't quite ready to give up yet. Well, that one clobbered that spinnerbait. They're just so much fun to catch, man. When they hit, they definitely hit like they mean it. Not a bad little pike there. Oh yeah. Man, these pike are fighters. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Come here, you. Oh, look at that. Right as he shook my spinnerbait, I got him in the net. Well, that's a nice pike right there. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to find out here. Handful of them. Man, that's a beauty. Nice, thick, healthy pike. Well, I've fished my way back over here to where I started from. I gave it a couple more hours away from the road. I was hoping I could find a fish or two away from the road noise, but didn't have any luck with that. I stopped and fished a couple other points on the way back. I figured they'd be worth a try since all the fish I was catching up at that one spot, they seemed to be stacked off that point rather than up along the road rocks today, but none of the other points were holding any. I fished the old flooded roadbed that I launched off of and nothing there either. It's kind of weird, that stretch of shoreline up along the interstate always seems to hold fish. I don't know if people are tossing McNuggets out of their car window as they're driving by and those pike are just sitting up there feeding on them or what. But we caught a handful of pike on that spinnerbait up there today. I think I ended up with 5 fish on that lure. So it was a fun day of fishing. Those pike are definitely exciting fish to catch. They were hitting and fighting hard today. I had a lot of fun catching a few. Well, I've made it back here to where I started from. That's going to do it for today's trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the afternoon in the kayak with me. I had a blast. Thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.